Hey everybody, this is Sorry I Didn't Come With a Filter podcast, and Vasilios didn't come with a filtered YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday, it's Humpday and Woman Crush Wednesday. So, I'm jumping in, I'm going to recap what I saw last night, and I'm going to give you my predictions for this following week and weekend. It's Sorry I Didn't Come With a Filter podcast, and Vasilios didn't come with a filter YouTube channel. So, today I am going to be covering, I have to switch up the glasses, I'm so sorry. Starting to look like a wingbat. Yeah, my glasses are my work glasses, and I just finished up some work, and I'm doing an early episode today. So, let's roll here. Oh, I love these ones, but these are so messed up. Yes, I do look like a piece of crap right now. It is Wednesday. It's Hump Day, so congratulations. And Woman Crush Wednesday. So, a little brief update. Yes, I'm still friends with my friend. We're still friends. It's, my emotions get the best of me. And all that other good stuff. I will talk about that later. Anyways, let's jump into the fray. So, there wasn't a lot of big moves, I guess, on the NFL trade deadline, really. As it looks, it just kind of died on that end. That's what it is. In that sense, I'm going to take my take on it. It's not a... NFL is really hard to even cipher on what is going on. How to do trades, how to move, how to do picks, and all this other good stuff. It's just, it doesn't seem like how it used to be years back, where you see some big moves and big trades. But I'm just guessing it wasn't a lot of moves yesterday because I didn't get a lot of feeds. So that's my take on the NFL today. Odell is still with the Browns, so that didn't change any. So that's going to be, where it stands on that front. Maybe he might get moved in the offseason, who knows. But let's go over to the NHL and the NBA and what my predictions from last night were. So the Habs did beat the Red Wings. I said it. Yes, it was right. The Leafs beat the Knights. The Knights are actually... what I'm hearing is pretty injury prone right now. They're just got a lot of injuries. The Oats are not 0-9, so I was right. The Flyers are going to beat them up. The Jets took out the Stars. The Wild and the Senators went to a wild, crazy OT game ending. So congrats to the Wild there. The Flames lost to the Predators. I thought for sure the Flames would have probably beat them, but it's how shit works right now. The Ducks beat the Devils, like I said. My Nucks in overtime got a lucky bounce. Hockey gods are great toss, so that's fantastic, and I enjoy that. So my team moves up to 4-5-1, which gives them 9 points on the season, and one game below 500. So they're all right now. They're all right. And the Sharks beat up on the lonely Sabres. Not lonely, because they're 5-3, the Sabres. So apparently what I've been hearing is the two front runners for Jack Eichel out of the Sabres are the Golden Knights and the Flames. To me, my take on that is just like you're going to cause some hardcore morale of dysfunction in your locker room. For one, who are you going to have to give up? Like, does the Knights have a lot to give up? Probably not. I don't really know too much about their roster up to this date, really. Unless it's, like, their main core guys. But again, it is a very hard situation on that front because the man does carry a massive cap hit. I'm pretty sure the Flames, if they give up anybody, it'll probably be Goudreau and a few others. They'll probably have to give up one or two prospects, a bunch of draft picks. And to me, this is what I was saying yesterday. To me, it's not necessarily who you pick up. It's you have to also understand these assets that you have in draft picks and prospects. That is your future. This is why you drafted these guys. And you're going to go and try to carry on and pick up somebody who is almost a $10 million cap hit. The cap does probably go up maybe $1 million, maybe $2 million next season. It's not really all worth it. Seriously, it's just not a worthy cause to have somebody of a Johnny Gaudreau being gone. But again, Johnny Gaudreau is not doing so well in Calgary anymore. Maybe he might need a new change of scenery. Maybe he needs a new area of course. But I'm not going to disagree with this. I'm not going to, it's the managers. My take, you're taking a shot in the dark with a man who is injury right now, riddled, and he has to have a surgery. Is that surgery going to take up most of the season? Probably. Who knows? We don't know because there's not a lot of info on that front. I'm not going to get mad at Elliot Friedman and any of the other insiders and analysts because they don't really have much to go on. This is what us fans have to understand. They don't have too much to go on. They only get what they get, and that's all they can report. So my take to that is also, we all have to just relax. As I say, the two front runners are the Knights and the Flames. The most likely team he'll probably go to is the Knights. I don't know how the Flames would fit for him because you do have a lot of strong-minded athletes in that locker room. In the Knights, they're all in Vegas, so they're all just happy to go there. And it's what I don't really see this trade being done at any point right this minute. I would probably. Safe to say, with the Flames being where they are right now and doing so well, they're not going to move. They're just not going to move somebody out just to get somebody who is going to be on the injury reserve list for a while in the season. It's probably going to be, and especially like the Knights need somebody, but why pick up another guy who's going to be on an injury reserve list? This does not make any sense right now unless it's trade deadline. And trade deadline, it would be not worth it neither. So it's a no-win situation for two teams that are in the runnings for him, and the other team, it's a win-win because they'll just pick up players for their roster. And again, it was one win for one team and a loss for another. So it's very complicated on that front, as I like to say it and see it. I'm going to cover now the NBA because, I'll get into the Canucks stuff after and then how the Canadian teams are stacking right now. So the Bucks did beat the Pistons. It was a given. The Heat beat up on the Mavericks. I knew that. Jazz beat up on the Kings. The Suns beat up on the Pelicans. Oh, sorry. Really tired. The Rockets were lost by 2 to the Lakers. So that's not a surprise. Those picks were generally how I would see it. So tonight's games in the NBA are the Trailblazers over the Cavs, I can tell you that. And the Knicks will probably beat the Pacers. The Raptors versus the Wizards. Again, no Scotty Barnes, so no Scots. But I could probably say the Raptors would probably take that game. Two dismal teams right now, the Magic and the Celts. I'd probably say the Celtics. It could be a good win for them. Good boost in morale. The Bulls over the 76ers, they're just fucking rolling right now, those teams. They're just balling out. And the Hawks versus the Nets, I'll say the Nets. The Clippers versus the Timberwolves, I'll say the Clippers. Nuggets versus the Grizzlies, I would say the Nuggets. I'll strongly go with the Nuggets. Dallas is going to beat San Antonio. The Hornets versus the Warriors. I'll say Hornets. I'm going to go against the Warriors on this one. And then the Pelicans are going to lose completely to the Sacramento Kings. That's how I could see that in the NBA world right now. It's just kind of really, it's awkward. So those are my picks for tonight in the NBA. My NHL picks are Hurricanes are going to be an unstoppable force, so they're going to rock the Blackhawks like a hurricane. Oilers are going to probably be in a very tough matchup with the Predators, but Philip Forsberg did collide with his teammate last night or the other night. Let's see. It was last night and did not look good at all. He did not return, so hope speedy recovery to that man. Blue Jackets versus the Avalanche. I'd say the Blue Jackets. And the Blues are going to beat up on the Knights. That's how I see that stuff right now. Those are my predictions for tonight's hockey and NBA. As well, I am now going to get into the Canuck area of things. I did see on Twitter that people were calling for Benning to be fired. Okay, I think, again, reality check here, people. Reality check. This is so bullshit right now. As I've stated in my podcast and my channel here so many times, it is early in the season. It's no panic, okay? No freaking panic. When you're only 9 games into the season and you play 82 games, okay, I would say panic if and how you are somehow 0-10 or 0-12. Okay, now it's time to start really analyzing and seeing who you can fire, trade, all that other good stuff. But when you're at least 2 games below 500, there's still a chance to recover. There's still, like last night's game was a very good game on all fronts. Okay, we were losing 2-0, yet they came back and they found a way to win. That's the thing. The Canucks haven't given up on this. They don't lose games, in a shutout. They don't lose, getting shut out. They've been losing by 1 goal. So they get that 1 goal. The fans, us fans here in Vancouver, I am a diehard. I am not cynical. I am not, going to say jump and fire Bennings. No, I'm not going to say that shit because it's stupid. The thing is, the players are starting to gel. They're starting to mesh. They're starting to become good. Hamonic did a very good job last night in his first game because he only played 1 game with the AHL team here in Abbotsford, and then that was his first game back. When I was listening to it, I couldn't believe that he could have had a penalty, but then on further review of it and looking at it, it was actually the Rangers player who grabbed his stick and held his stick. So it was a holding call, so that's fine. The team did come back. This is the thing. We came back. We didn't shut down. They didn't shut down on anything. They just kept going. And Demko, again, Vezina candidate for what happened last night. If the Vezina trophy had to be handed out today, that would have stolen that whole category. For what he did without a blocker and getting whipped at with those pucks, that is some ridiculous shit. That is some ridiculous shit. I will say that straight up. But when you see rants and Twitter, like, this is why I hate social media sometimes, and I do love it sometimes. It's a poison. It's good and poison at the same time. I try not to get my emotions like with my friend and all this other stuff. I'm not trying to get my shit stirred up, but I don't know how I get that all stirred up when it happens. It's how that is. And, I love my Canucks dearly. And I have faith that they'll win again. They'll start winning. I have this freaking unbelievable faith in these guys. I'm not going to doubt them. I know this team can do it. This team can do anything as long as they play as a team. And they work hard. And they do. And they show up every day. Yeah, the victories are not there. You could only rally off the morale victories for so long until you can actually say, I need a victory and we need points. We need points. And that's what they did last night. JT Miller got the overtime winner in a ridiculous lucky bounce from the hockey gods into that net. Like, wrap around. That was awesome. I will give him credit for that. The other side of this, they didn't take too many penalties. The only thing the Canucks have to really work on is this whole too many men penalties. Like, they got to knock this off somehow. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I know you're fatigued. I know you're tired. But try to get off the ice as soon as possible. Stop getting those too many men penalties. I think we're holding the record right now for how many too many men penalties that we got this year. But again, it is... Hockey gods looked down and gave the Canucks the victory. That is fantastic. I totally agree with that. Flip side to it, can they build off on this? Because I know they play on Thursday. No, Friday. They play Friday against the Predators. Can they bounce back? I think they can. I'm 100% sure they can. It's just, I'm not going to pick on any of the players there because that's just not me. If everybody else wants to pick on them, pick on them. But this team is too good to not be winning games. Sometimes bad luck or just no luck at all is what factors into these scenarios of games. When you are starting to get healthy, that's when the team starts to notice. See, I don't think people were really believing that maybe Hamonic, to the grace of God, I know I probably said a few times that, he can go away and shit like that. Yeah, because, you know what? Dude, just do it for your family, do it for your team. Do everything. Just, and he did. He manned up. Took some personal time off. And he came back. And now he's a team player. And that's awesome. Like, the Habs won last night too. Hearing the news that Carey Price could possibly come back soon, that is rallying them off. That is what's continuing. So let me get into the mental health aspect. And I will get into my pro wrestling aspect after. Mental health right now is such an issue for a lot of things. Like, I feel bad for like Kyle Beach. Kyle Beach, he's dealing with this whole sexual assault stuff, and I feel bad for the guy. The guy had to wait nearly 11, 12 years to get justice and all this. And there's another case going on against Pittsburgh and their former staff and staff there. This is, like, seriously, this shit has to stop. This is the worst thing that could happen in the world. Is, like, how many cases and how many things have gone just kind of pushed to the side because of money and politics in any industry, any business. This is bullshit. This is stupid. This has to end. I don't know how many more times I got to say it. It has to end. And, like, I fully understand me being upset with myself and taking it out on somebody was not fair to them. And I understand. I didn't mean to take it out on them. I took it out on myself and I vented and I kind of just blew it out. So I'm very sorry to that person. I apologized. And they said, we're still friends. So I'm fantastically happy with that. People have to understand mental health is a serious issue. And it sucks. And when bad shit happens to you in your life, or bad shit just happens to you in general, or just, it's not a crutch. It's not. It's a serious, it's a fucking, like, it's a disease, and it's hard to explain it. But I'm going to just leave it on that topic. My Woman Crush Wednesdays are Mandy Rose of the WWE, Cora Jade of WWE, Sky Blue of National Wrestling Alliance, I believe GCW too, she might be there, AEW, Julia Hart of AEW, Joanna Levesque, and Lucy Howell are the Women Crush Wednesdays. There we go. I caught you up on that. I'm not going to go on further. And oh yes, and I forgot to say, last but not least, the best in the West, Jordan Jones. Now I'm going to move further here on what else there is. Pro wrestling last night. I watched NXT 2.0. It was funny. It was hilarious. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was good action, good wrestling in there. Zion Quinn and Robert Stone segment was like, what the fuck was that? It was funny. I just could not even imagine of what was going on, and how they wrote that script to make it the way it was ridiculous. But again, I'm not going to question what they have there and why they have it there, or whatever they say on that. It was just ridiculous. I'm just going to leave some shit alone right now on things. Just close down my other laptop for now, because I don't need it. It was very interesting from last night. And I see, I'm just going to break in here. Aaron Rodgers did test positive for COVID-19, so he's not playing against the Chiefs. Jordan Love will be playing this Sunday against the Chiefs. So that is your Sunday. So if anybody was going to pick Aaron Rodgers, which like I was for my fantasy picks, I am now officially kind of screwed. So I gotta go look through that. So that's tomorrow's show. That will be flashback or throwback Thursday. I'm throwing it back. I'm gonna have to think back to what I have to do for that. I might be going 6-3 this week. Who knows? But yes, tonight is the new episode of AEW Dynamite, and then we got Rampage and SmackDown on Friday. All leading up to next weekend's big full gear pay-per-view, which I will do for probably next week. I'll probably just do some covers, what leads up and who should and shouldn't be in the card. I probably believe when I look at the card, I will also send out my best wishes to John Moxley, who has just entered an alcoholic in-person treatment as of yesterday. I love that guy. I respect that guy. I respect his wife, Renee, who used to work for WWE. I used to watch her every day up here. She used to be like my woman crush too, because like she was the hottest thing on Canadian sports television. So I will throw that out there. John, all my wishes to you. Best wishes. Full recovery, my friend. I understand alcohol is a juggernaut of an ass. So, best wishes to you, bro. To go with that, I think with all the wrestling going on right now, I think, a lot of people are depressed and just kind of trying to feel out where they are. And it's just, like I said, the last few podcasts, it's just kind of got to that point where it's kind of stale and nobody really cares for it. And I don't believe that. Hey everybody, this is Vasily Stinkum with a filtered YouTube channel. And yes, it is Wednesday, it is Hump Day, and it is Women Crush Wednesday. So I did do all my Women Crush Wednesday already on the podcast and as forwarded. Tomorrow's episode is going to be like me just diving into all my sports really, and I'm sorry, I'm just really I just can't get out of this funk I'm in right now. I gotta go do my workout, and it's like, have you ever had that? Like, I'm experiencing so many weird emotions in my head, and it just sucks right now. I've been playing this actually one game called, I don't even remember what it's called, but it was my sister who was playing it when she was down here, and she's got me addicted to this game. It's like Sudoku, but with blocks. It's really, really, like, interesting. I really haven't had too much time with it, but ever since I started playing it, I became addicted to this game. And I'm gonna blame my sister for this if I keep going, like, playing this every day of my life, because honestly, it's my sister's fault. I may be the little brother, but I will say that. Uh, just because it's pure and simple, and I'm a total ass. I don't care. I'm the little brother, so I'm allowed to say what I want. That's how I look at it. Yeah, little brothers do what little brothers want to do. And there we go. Yeah, buddy. Oh, I think I lost this now. Yeah. Sorry about that, people. But yeah, I've been kind of going through a little funk right now, and it just hasn't been my usual self. But again, I'm going to try to do my best. I will work harder and harder. As I say, I'm going to just try to keep putting out content as much as I can. I will probably do some vlogs here. I'll probably start doing that pretty soon. I know I look kind of like not even like a hobo. I feel like a hobo, and I look like a hobo. So I'm going to have to shave today. It is Movember, so I'm just going to trim up. But I am going to keep my goat because I love my goat. My goat. Yes, I do. Again, I love you guys. I respect you guys. Thank you very much. Keep hitting that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe and comment and like, please. I really appreciate it. I am trying my best here. I will do my fantasy football Thursday, Friday, and then, I'm sorry, on the weekend, I'm going to be probably just trying to recoup from all this stuff in my head. And I will see you guys Monday. If I might be up for it, I will probably do a podcast, just not a YouTube channel, on Saturday. Just to clarify all my fantasy picks and picks for the weekend as well. So, you guys, I'll have a happy Hump Day Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow.